The Swimmer, a 1968 American drama film, features Burt Lancaster in a role that takes viewers through a surreal journey. The film explores the life of Ned Merrill, who decides to swim home through the pools of his wealthy neighbors. As he embarks on this unusual quest, each pool serves as a portal into his past, revealing his relationships, regrets, and the passage of time. The vibrant scenes of leisure and luxury slowly give way to a darker narrative, reflecting the emotional toll of his choices. As the story unfolds, the initial carefree atmosphere transforms into a haunting exploration of personal loss and disillusionment. The character's denial and avoidance of reality lead him to confront the consequences of his actions. Ultimately, this descent into despair finds him seeking solace on a psychiatrist's couch, highlighting the stark contrast between his former life of indulgence and the emotional struggles that ensue. This transition from the idyllic pool scene to the confines of therapy underscores the complexity of human experience and the often hidden depths of despair that lie beneath the surface of a seemingly perfect life. The story finds its origins in a 1964 short story titled The Swimmer by John Cheever. This compelling narrative first appeared in the July 1964 issue of the New Yorker magazine, captivating readers with its exploration of themes such as suburban life, isolation, and the passage of time. Cheever's tale follows a man named Neddy Merrill, who decides to swim home through the pools of his affluent neighbors. As he embarks on this unusual journey, he confronts the realities of his life, revealing deeper emotional truths and the changes that have taken place in his world. The story's poignant examination of human experience resonates with many, making it a fitting choice for adaptation into film. A viewer from Australia named Kim suggested making a video on The Swimmer, highlighting the story's enduring impact and relevance. This viewer's recommendation points to the timeless nature of Cheever's work, as it continues to inspire discussions and artistic interpretations decades after its original publication. The film adaptation, released in 1968, builds on these themes, bringing the story to a new audience and inviting viewers to reflect on their own lives and choices. As the film unfolds, it captures the essence of Cheever's narrative, immersing audiences in a world that feels both familiar and hauntingly distant. The connection between the short story and the film adaptation serves as a reminder of the power of storytelling to evoke emotion and provoke thought across generations. As the story unfolds, Ned Merrill, portrayed by Burt Lancaster, embarks on a unique journey through the affluent neighborhoods of suburban America. His quest begins when he decides to swim home by traversing the various swimming pools of his wealthy neighbors. Each pool represents a stop along his path, and as he swims from one to the next, he encounters different people who reflect his past and the life he once had. The film captures the essence of the American dream, showcasing the luxurious lifestyles of the rich and bored, yet it also unveils a deeper sense of disappointment and disillusionment. Throughout his journey, Ned's encounters reveal the stark contrast between his idealized memories and the harsh realities of his present life. The once vibrant and promising dreams of success and happiness seem to fade with each interaction, exposing the emptiness that often accompanies wealth. The lush settings of the county mansion serve as a backdrop to this exploration of human experience, highlighting the isolation and dissatisfaction that can exist even in the most beautiful surroundings. As Ned progresses toward his home, the weight of his past decisions and the inevitable decline of his aspirations become increasingly apparent, leading to a poignant reflection on the nature of the American dream and the bittersweet reality of life. As the film progresses, Ned Merrill's character reveals a deep complexity that goes beyond his initial presentation as a confident man of privilege. He begins his journey by swimming through the pools of his affluent neighbors, embodying the ideal of the American dream. However, as he ventures further, the audience witnesses a gradual unraveling of his persona. Each pool he visits serves as a reflection of his past, exposing the cracks in his seemingly perfect life. The surreal nature of his journey highlights the fragility of his dreams and the illusion of success. Ned's encounters with various characters serve to symbolize the different aspects of his life that he has lost or neglected. The conversations he has reveal his denial and the disconnection from reality he experiences. The film uses these interactions to illustrate how the American dream can be both alluring and ultimately unattainable. As he swims from one pool to another, the physical act of swimming becomes a metaphor for his struggle against the currents of his own life. The stark contrast between the wealth surrounding him and his internal chaos emphasizes the emptiness of his pursuits. By the end of the film, it becomes clear that Ned is not just eluding the American dream. He is also confronting the painful truths of his existence. The journey through the pools transforms into a haunting exploration of lost dreams, leaving both Ned and the audience to grapple with the ephemeral nature of happiness and success. As the journey begins, Ned is filled with a sense of joy and optimism on a beautiful day. He decides to swim home by traversing through the backyard pools of his affluent neighbors. With each pool he enters, he is greeted by a mix of reactions. Some pool owners are delighted to see him, recalling happier times and sharing laughter. However, others harbor resentment and disdain, revealing a darker side to Ned's past. Through these encounters, Ned gradually learns about the disgrace and failures that have marked his life. The cheerful facade he tries to maintain begins to crack as he faces the reality of his relationships and the choices he has made. Each interaction serves as a mirror, reflecting his lost opportunities and the pain he has caused to those around him. The contrast between the initial joy of swimming and the heavy truths he uncovers creates a poignant journey of self-discovery. The day that started so positively becomes a haunting exploration of regret and the consequences of a life lived in denial. The film begins with a realistic portrayal of suburban life, drawing viewers into a world that feels familiar and relatable. However, as the narrative unfolds, it shifts into a surreal allegory. The main character, played by Burt Lancaster, embarks on a unique journey by swimming through the pools of his affluent neighbors. Each interaction he has at these pools feels stiff and dreamlike, contributing to a sense of nostalgia that permeates the film. This dreamlike quality creates an atmosphere that is both haunting and reflective as the character confronts his past and the choices he has made. The cinematography plays a crucial role in enhancing this nostalgic and tragic atmosphere. The beautiful, yet not joyful photography captures the essence of the surroundings, contrasting the idyllic settings with the underlying sadness of the protagonist's journey. The lush visuals evoke a sense of longing and loss, emphasizing the bittersweet nature of the character's experiences. The combination of Lancaster's performance and the striking imagery creates a powerful emotional impact, leaving viewers to ponder the deeper meanings behind this seemingly simple quest. The film's unique style and visual storytelling invite audiences to reflect on the complexities of memory, identity, and the passage of time. The film delves deep into social commentary, particularly focusing on materialism and the superficial nature of the characters' lives. Conversations among the guests often revolve around last night's drunken escapades, revealing a culture fixated on wealth and possessions. The protagonist Ned navigates through his past, which is filled with luxury and excess. He once owned a Jaguar, a symbol of his former status, and his extravagant shopping habits are highlighted, showcasing a life driven by consumerism. The large party scene serves as a vivid backdrop, featuring guests indulging in caviar, a reflection of their extravagant lifestyles. This scene encapsulates the emptiness of their pursuits, as they engage in shallow conversations about material possessions rather than meaningful connections. The film critiques this lifestyle, illustrating how the characters are trapped in a cycle of superficial interests, revealing the hollowness that often accompanies wealth and privilege. Their interactions expose the fragility of their identities, built upon fleeting moments of pleasure rather than lasting fulfillment. The narrative serves as a poignant reminder of the emptiness that often lies beneath the surface of a seemingly glamorous existence. As Ned encounters a former babysitter named Julie, their interaction serves as a poignant moment in the film. Initially, Julie joins him on his journey, bringing a sense of nostalgia and warmth that reflects a simpler time in his life. However, the moment turns uncomfortable when Ned makes an unwanted advance, symbolizing his lost youth and the fading innocence that once defined him. This encounter highlights the complexities of his character, showcasing how his attempts to reconnect with the past are marred by the realities of adulthood. Furthermore, Ned's failed race against a horse stands as a powerful metaphor for his struggle to hold on to youth and strength. The race, filled with tension and desperation, encapsulates his fear of water, which symbolizes the deeper fears of aging and loss. This moment reveals the internal conflict he faces as he grapples with the inevitability of growing older while desperately trying to prove his vitality. Burt Lancaster's preparation for the role was intense and dedicated. He trained rigorously, gaining 20 pounds of muscle to maintain his fitness for the physically demanding scenes. This commitment not only enhanced his performance, but also mirrored the themes of the film, emphasizing the lengths one might go to in an effort to cling to youth. The physicality he brought to the character underscores the emotional depth of Ned's journey, making his struggle relatable and profound. The film received mixed reviews upon its release, reflecting a range of opinions about its themes and execution. However, Burt Lancaster's physique and performance were universally praised, showcasing his talent and physicality in a role that required both depth and charisma. Lancaster's portrayal of a man who swims through a series of suburban pools to reach his home resonated with many viewers, highlighting the complexity of his character and the underlying themes of disconnection and existential crisis. Interestingly, before Lancaster was cast, several notable actors turned down the lead role. William Holden, Glenn Ford, Paul Newman, and George C. Scott all passed on the opportunity, which ultimately paved the way for Lancaster to take on this challenging part. Their decisions may have influenced the film's direction and tone, but Lancaster's performance became a defining aspect of the movie, leaving a lasting impression on audiences and critics alike. The film remains a unique exploration of personal and societal themes, anchored by Lancaster's compelling presence. In the film The Swimmer, Burt Lancaster's character is seen wearing a strikingly simple yet memorable outfit throughout the movie. His wardrobe consisted of 17 identical pairs of blue nylon swimming trunks, which not only emphasized the film's themes of freedom and escape, but also created a visual continuity that was effective in storytelling. This choice of wardrobe became iconic, representing the character's journey through various suburban backyards as he attempts to swim home. The simplicity of the trunks allowed viewers to focus on the character's emotional and psychological state rather than being distracted by changing outfits. Additionally, a documentary titled The Story of the Swimmer was released in 2014, directed by Chris Ennis. This documentary is longer than the film itself and provides deeper insights into the making of The Swimmer, exploring its themes, production challenges, and the legacy it has left in cinema. The documentary serves as a companion piece, enriching the viewer's understanding of the original film. Moreover, the production of The Swimmer faced significant changes when Sidney Pollack replaced Frank Perry as the director after the first screening. This change occurred due to creative differences and contractual reasons, which can often happen in the film industry. Pollack's involvement brought a new vision to the project, influencing the final outcome and how the story was presented on screen. The combination of Lancaster's distinctive wardrobe, the subsequent documentary, and the directorial shift all contribute to the film's enduring impact and fascination. Barbara Loden was initially cast in a significant role in the movie The Swimmer. However, she was replaced by Janice Rule, which led to the reshooting of all of Loden's scenes. This change was quite impactful, as it altered the dynamics of the film. Janice Rule brought her own unique talents to the role, contributing to the film's overall narrative and emotional depth. In addition to her acting career, Janice Rule pursued psychoanalysis during the 1960s, showing her interest in understanding the human mind and emotions. She dedicated herself to her studies and achieved her PhD in 1983. After earning her degree, she practiced psychoanalysis in both New York and Los Angeles. Despite her professional commitments in psychology, she continued to act occasionally, balancing her two passions. This blend of acting and psychoanalysis reflects her multifaceted talents and interests, enriching her contributions to both fields. The Swimmer, a 1968 film featuring the remarkable Burt Lancaster, is an underrated gem that deserves a place in the annals of cinematic history, perhaps even among the AFI 100. Lancaster delivers a masterful performance as Ned Merrill, a businessman who embarks on an unusual journey through the Connecticut Valley, determined to swim his way home by traversing a series of swimming pools. Clad solely in a bathing suit, Ned's quest begins on a bright sunny day, promising a light-hearted adventure. However, as he progresses, the film reveals deeper, more complex themes intertwined with his seemingly whimsical endeavor. Lancaster's portrayal of Ned is compelling and layered. He captures the character's charisma and charm while subtly hinting at the underlying turmoil that drives him. The initial buoyancy of his journey is soon contrasted with a gradual unraveling of his psyche, as each pool he visits serves as a portal into his past relationships and the realities he has chosen to ignore. The film's structure cleverly weaves together moments of nostalgia and confrontation, allowing viewers to piece together the fragmented life of Ned Merrill. The screenplay is notably strong, providing a rich narrative that resonates with audiences on multiple levels. Many viewers have commented on the film's profound impact, with some initially mistaking it for a straightforward story about swimming. However, as the plot unfolds, it becomes clear that the film is a poignant exploration of denial and the human condition. The emotional weight of the story culminates in a powerful conclusion that leaves a lasting impression, often described as hitting the viewer like a ton of bricks. While some critics argue that the film's pacing can feel uneven, with the shift from light-hearted escapism to a darker, more introspective tone being jarring, others appreciate this contrast as a reflection of Ned's internal struggle. The weather, which deteriorates alongside Ned's journey, serves as a metaphor for his declining mental state, enhancing the film's thematic depth. The presence of Julie, a companion who joins Ned briefly, adds another layer to the narrative, highlighting both connection and isolation in his journey. Despite its initial reception, which may not have fully recognized its brilliance, The Swimmer has garnered a dedicated following over the years. Viewers are encouraged to experience the film without preconceived notions or spoilers, as its revelations are integral to the overall impact. The film's ability to evoke strong emotions and provoke thought about the nature of reality and self-deception is a testament to its enduring relevance. In summary, The Swimmer is a multifaceted film that combines a striking performance by Burt Lancaster with a compelling narrative that delves into themes of denial, nostalgia, and the search for meaning. Its powerful conclusion and the emotional journey of its protagonist make it a significant work in American cinema, deserving of recognition and appreciation. As we conclude our journey through the surreal waters of The Swimmer, a new wave of intrigue beckons. What became of the talented cast that brought this haunting tale to life? Their lives after the film offer a captivating glimpse into the unpredictable currents of Hollywood. Burt Lancaster, the charismatic lead, faced both triumph and turmoil in the years that followed, navigating a complex career filled with powerful performances and personal challenges. Meanwhile, the supporting actors carved their own unique paths, some fading into obscurity, while others emerged in unexpected ways. Did they find solace in new roles, or did they struggle against the tides of time? Join us as we dive deeper into the lives of these actors, uncovering the stories that shaped their journeys after the credits rolled. Prepare for revelations that may surprise you, as we explore the lasting impact of this iconic film on its cast and their legacies. Burt Lancaster's portrayal of Ned Merrill in the 1968 film The Swimmer is a haunting reflection of a man grappling with the disillusionment of his life. Ned's journey through suburban backyards reveals the emptiness of his existence, capturing Lancaster's ability to convey deep emotional turmoil. The role showcased his talent for embodying complex characters, but it also mirrored Lancaster's own struggles with the darker aspects of fame. Lancaster's career was marked by significant achievements, including roles in classic films like From Here to Eternity and Elmer Gantry. However, his personal life was riddled with challenges. He faced a tumultuous marriage to actress Norma Anderson, which ended in divorce after 18 years. Lancaster also dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, including a well-publicized affair with actress Deborah Kerr, which added to his complicated romantic history. In later years, Lancaster battled health issues, including a severe heart attack in 1990 that led to a decline in his acting career. Despite these hardships, he remained active in film and philanthropy until his death in 1994. His legacy endures, marked by both his cinematic contributions and the shadows of his personal life. In the 1968 film The Swimmer, Kim Hunter portrayed Betty Graham, a complex character who embodies both nostalgia and disillusionment. As a former lover of the main character, her role sheds light on the fragmented relationships and hidden sorrows that permeate the narrative. Hunter's performance captures the essence of a woman grappling with her past choices and the stark reality of her present, reflecting the emotional weight of lost dreams and unfulfilled desires. After The Swimmer, Kim Hunter's career continued to flourish, but her personal life was marked by significant challenges. She faced a tumultuous marriage to actor and director Paul Robeson Jr., which ended in divorce. Hunter also battled the harsh realities of the Hollywood system, including typecasting and the struggle to find substantial roles. In the late 1970s, she faced financial difficulties that led her to work in regional theater and television. Hunter's life was further complicated by her advocacy for civil rights, which sometimes placed her in controversial situations. Despite these struggles, she remained a respected figure in the industry. In her later years, she continued to act, with notable performances in television and theater until her death in 2002. The last known information about her life reveals a woman who, despite her hardships, maintained a fierce dedication to her craft and her beliefs, leaving behind a legacy that continues to resonate. Joan Rivers played the role of a seductive and enigmatic character in the 1968 film The Swimmer. Her performance showcased her ability to blend humor with a deeper, darker undertone, reflecting the film's exploration of existential themes. This role marked a significant moment in her career, as it allowed her to step beyond stand-up comedy and into serious acting, revealing her versatility as a performer. After The Swimmer, Rivers faced numerous challenges in her career and personal life. She became known for her sharp wit and acerbic humor, but this also led to controversies. Her relentless drive for success often put her at odds with industry norms. In the 1980s, she faced a significant career setback when she was banned from The Tonight Show after accepting a job with a competing network. This scandal affected her reputation and led to a period of professional isolation. Rivers also dealt with personal hardships, including the tragic suicide of her husband, Edgar Rosenberg, in 1987. This loss plunged her into a deep depression, yet she emerged resilient, reinventing her career through television and stand-up. Her later years were marked by a resurgence in popularity, but she continued to grapple with the pressures of fame and public scrutiny. In her final years, Rivers remained a fixture in the entertainment industry, known for her sharp commentary and candidness about her life. She passed away in September 2014 following complications from surgery, leaving behind a legacy of both humor and complexity. Her life was a testament to the struggles and triumphs of a woman who navigated the turbulent waters of fame. Marge Champion's role as Peggy Forsberg in the 1968 film The Swimmer is haunting and complex. As the wife of a man who is grappling with existential despair, she embodies a sense of lost hope and the weight of societal expectations. Her performance captures the emotional turmoil of a woman trapped in a facade of suburban life, highlighting the film's themes of disillusionment and the search for meaning. After The Swimmer, Champion's career continued, but she faced personal hardships that overshadowed her professional life. She endured a tumultuous marriage with actor and director Gower Champion, which ended in a painful divorce in 1973. This period was marked by financial struggles and the challenge of raising her children alone. In the years that followed, Champion faced the loss of loved ones, including her son, who died in a tragic accident in 2008. Despite these challenges, she remained active in the arts, contributing to dance and television. Her later years were spent reflecting on her storied career, marked by both triumph and tragedy. As of the last known information, Champion passed away in October 2020, leaving behind a legacy that continues to resonate in the world of film and dance. In the 1968 film The Swimmer, Janice Rule portrayed Shirley Abbott, a character who embodies the complexities of suburban life and the haunting nature of personal choices. Rule's performance is marked by a deep emotional resonance, capturing Shirley's struggles and the disillusionment that comes with her seemingly perfect existence. Her character serves as a mirror to the protagonist, revealing the underlying tensions and fragility of human relationships. Following The Swimmer, Rule's career was a mix of successes and challenges. She appeared in various television shows and films but faced personal hardships that overshadowed her professional life. Rule battled mental health issues, including severe depression, which affected her ability to work consistently. Her marriage to actor and director Richard C. Sarafian ended in a highly publicized divorce, adding to her struggles. In the late 1970s, Rule stepped back from acting, seeking solace in a quieter life. She later returned to the screen, but her roles became less frequent. In her later years, she remained largely out of the public eye, living a reclusive life. The last known information about Rule indicates she passed away in 2003, leaving behind a legacy marked by both artistic achievement and personal turmoil. In the 1968 film The Swimmer, Bernie Hamilton plays the role of the chauffeur, a character that serves as a silent observer to the unraveling life of the protagonist, Ned Merrill. Hamilton's portrayal adds a layer of depth to the film, reflecting the societal changes of the time through his understated presence. The chauffeur's role, while minor, highlights the class divisions and the complexities of human relationships, serving as a mirror to Ned's own journey. After The Swimmer, Hamilton faced significant challenges in his career and personal life. He struggled to find roles that matched his talent, often typecast in supporting roles. Despite his efforts, the late 1970s saw a decline in his on-screen appearances. Off-screen, Hamilton dealt with personal hardships, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce and battles with depression. He was also involved in a controversial incident in the 1980s, where he was accused of financial misconduct, casting a shadow over his legacy. In his later years, Hamilton became somewhat of a recluse, distancing himself from the Hollywood scene. His last known appearance was in a small role in a television series in the early 1990s. He passed away in 2008, leaving behind a complex legacy that reflects both his contributions to film and the struggles he faced throughout his life. Diana Muldaur played the role of Cynthia in the 1968 film The Swimmer, a character that embodies both allure and complexity. Cynthia represents a fleeting connection to the protagonist's past, bringing a sense of nostalgia and tension. Her performance captures the essence of a woman caught in the web of societal expectations and personal desires, adding depth to the film's exploration of identity and disillusionment. After The Swimmer, Muldaur's career flourished in television, with notable roles in series like Star Trek: The Next Generation and LA Law. However, her life was not without challenges. She faced personal hardships, including the tragic loss of her brother, which deeply affected her. Muldaur also dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, navigating the often harsh realities of being a woman in a male-dominated industry. In her later years, she stepped back from acting, seeking solace away from the public eye. As of the latest updates, she remains a private figure, with little known about her current activities. Her legacy, marked by both talent and resilience, continues to resonate in the world of film and television. As we wrap up our look at The Swimmer, it's impossible not to reflect on how this film has left a lasting mark on its cast and audiences alike. Burt Lancaster's portrayal of Ned Merrill captured a sense of nostalgia and disillusionment that resonates even today. The film's exploration of suburban life and the quest for meaning struck a chord, prompting many to confront their own realities. Lancaster faced personal challenges, including battles with addiction and the pressures of fame, which added depth to his performance. The film's release in 1968 coincided with a time of great change in America, influencing how viewers saw their own lives. Did you watch The Swimmer during your childhood? What memories does it bring back for you? We'd love to hear your stories and experiences with this classic film. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Your memories could inspire others to revisit this remarkable journey through water and self-discovery.